we got to win too, man. It's either a totalitarian, unified world government that destroys us all, or the renaissance of humanity into being something greater than it's ever been before. Yeah. There's no choice but win in this. This is chips on the table. We build together. We make this thing go.
Crypto provides a vital lifeline in Afghanistan as the country's financial system faces a crisis. Plus, Airbnb offers to house thousands of Afghans displaced by the Taliban's takeover. And finally, today marks 10 years since Tim Cook took over as Apple's CEO, and the stock has soared. I'm Pippa Stevens, and this is CNBC After Hours. Stocks finished in the green with the Nasdaq closing above 15,000 for the very first time. The S&P reached yet another record as well. The news isn't as good for crypto, though. Big names like Bitcoin and Ethereum traded lower following a major rally earlier in the week. On Sunday, Bitcoin crossed above $50,000 for the first time in more than 3 months. But some crypto investors aren't just looking to make a profit. In Afghanistan, citizens are buying crypto as a way to safeguard their money while fleeing the country. For those that stay, they see it as a way to avoid bank runs and even provide for their families. Fellow host Mackenzie Sigalos explains how Afghans are taking advantage of crypto's decentralized status.
So the last week has laid bare the worst case scenario for a country that's running on legacy financial rails. You've got a nationwide cash shortage, closed borders, a local currency that's been touching record lows, and not to mention rapidly rising prices of basic goods. And that's why some Afghans I spoke to are turning to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Some people leaving the country are using their crypto wallets as a way to bring their money with them. Others see crypto as a way to stay put. I spoke with Farhan Hotak, who lives in a rural part of the country, a village called Zabul. And up until this last week, one way that he would make money was by day trading altcoins like Doge. I spoke to another person, Musa Ramin, who says that he can make more money in crypto in a month than in construction in a year. They also say it's a safer store of value than the local Afghani currency. One thing to keep in mind, though, unlike the rest of the crypto sphere, a lot of Afghans dealing in Bitcoin aren't talking about it. But the data shows that widespread adoption of crypto is definitely catching on. Chainalysis put out its annual global crypto adoption index in the last few days, and it gave Afghanistan a rank of 20 out of the 154 countries it evaluated in terms of overall crypto adoption. And when you isolate for its peer-to-peer exchange trade volume, Afghanistan jumps up to 7th place. Last year, Afghanistan's crypto presence was considered so minimal as to entirely exclude it from the 2020 ranking. Now, while the data is promising, major barriers to mass adoption remain. Beyond the fact that there is limited access to the internet and frequent power outages, a vast majority of the country is unbanked, meaning that they don't have access to the global economy from inside of Afghanistan. So the on and off ramps to the crypto world from Afghanistan are anything but straightforward.
Mike, for crypto, it seems like momentum begets momentum. Are we in that sort of a stretch right now? Where are we?
Well, listen, 4 weeks ago, we were down at 30,000 Bitcoin, 2,000 Ethereum, and everyone was pretty depressed. What happened? A lot of things, right? I think market couldn't go down, so it went up. But more importantly, you had Amazon, you had Walmart put up help wanted signs for crypto engineers and for heads of crypto. Two biggest retail companies in the world saying we've got to be part of this movement. You had Visa yesterday buy a CryptoPunk and pretty much say, hey, digital assets is going to be a big part of our business. Loud and clear. We're talking to the guy who runs crypto at Visa. That's their message. Digital assets are going to be a big part of our business. And so I think you're seeing kind of total buy-in now that we're going to rebuild a lot of financial infrastructure in blockchain-based systems. That plus, when the government tried to jam in crypto regulation, they actually were successful into the infrastructure bill. In one weekend, people heard the crypto community roar. Washington woke up and said, well, who are these people? And why are they so passionate? There's 60 million American voters that love crypto. And so I think in literally one weekend, we became an industry in DC's eyes. And so you put it all together and we've had a huge shift. Now listen, prices will probably stabilize here a little bit and consolidate, right? You don't just keep going up forever. But my guess is fourth quarter, you know, the S&P has a good quarter and crypto has a good quarter, right? Usually the winners of the year, when they're that much ahead, just drive on.